Hello, everybody. My name is Spiker, and I am going to be doing multiple NES games back to back to back to back because we actually got the Mario 3 Wrong Warp incentive bet. Thank you, everyone. Woo! I am really excited to showcase this run. It basically takes all of the games that I have practiced a long time and combines them into one showcase that I think is going to be great. So over here on the couch, I got lovely commentator Nebula.
Hi, I'm Nebula Composer. I'm going to be helping commentate for Spiker's runs as he goes through all of the NES games, including the Famicom Disk System release of Super Mario Bros. 2, The Lost Levels. We're going to see him do the any percent route for all the games, right?
Correct.
All right. Yeah, that's definitely going to be interesting.
All right. So basically, this run is going to consist of doing, like you said, the any percent routes for all these games. SMB3 is going to be an exception because typically any percent in that game, we usually call it no wrong warp, but in this game, we are just going to straight up do any percent. We're going to do the wrong warp. It's going to be really cool. So essentially, for this run, I'm going to basically showcase more of like consistency rather than like needing to do things ultimately as super fast as possible all the time. What matters in a run like this is being able to consistently beat the game back to back to back to back. So because of that, I'm going to be playing a little bit safer in some areas than you would normally expect, but I think it's very good to be able to showcase how consistent you are able to beat a game like this. So, yeah. So without further ado, I think we're ready.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I'm going to do a countdown of 3, 2, 1, and when that happens, I'm going to start 3 right as I press this, so it times perfectly to Mario moving the second I say go. All right? Is everyone ready? Yeah. Okay. Countdown. 3, 2, 1,
And
go! All right, so this is 1-1, one of the most simple levels, but it is very much a level that you don't want to keep your guard down on. See, getting 380 there is also not even easy, so it's something that you want to be paying attention to. So, basically, with this any percent run for Mario 1, I'm going to be showcasing how to beat the game as Small Mario, generally with very consistent strategies. I'm not going to be going for crazy stuff like pipe jumps or trying to do very tight frame rule strategies. I'm just going to be playing the game consistently.
yeah. Although a lot of things like pipe jumps and flagpole glitches can be really flashy and honestly quite fun to do. When speedrunning games like these, consistency is definitely the most important thing you can do.
Yeah, for reference, like in this level, you normally see me jumping through there, going through like the hallway with really tiny jumps, and then doing the pipe jumps near the end. But in this version, I am deciding to showcase a lot of safer strategies that I highly recommend that beginner runners that want to play this game utilize, because it makes the run a lot safer. By the way, I think we have some time for any announcements, possibly.
Absolutely. We have a $10 donation from Kiko that says, I wonder if Mario's toes have the power to create the milk in the Mario world. If you were in the previous run, you know, and if you weren't, you're better off not knowing for your own mental health.
Oh,
and that's going towards the ping golf run. to chase that shot, I just want to give a huge thank you to all of the staff, runners, and volunteers helping to make this event possible for the 3rd year in a row, possibly our biggest yet. It takes so many people with a variety of talents and skills working together to make these events happen, and we could not do this without each and every one of you, from the host to the stream tech to the chat moderators to social media, everywhere. From the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate your efforts this weekend. And I want to add a huge thank you to the audience and everyone tuning in that makes this possible. Your donations, your shares, your re-skeets, everything that you do, it helps get more attention on this. That's the official term! But thank you for your support.
Yeah. All right, thank you. So going back to the run, honestly, what you saw in 4.2 was known as the wrong warp, a very well-known strategy to essentially skip the vine and go straight to the warp zone area. I did a 3-bump strategy to be able to push Mario enough pixels so that I scroll the screen enough and be able to go down the pipe and essentially go to the warp zone early without the vine.
Yeah, we managed to skip the vine cutscene
Oh,
altogether.
that's fireworks.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be losing a little bit of time there, but hey, the fireworks are just there to celebrate such an amazing event.
Yeah, absolutely. So 8.2, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a safer strategy here. There's this well-known strategy that is basically called, well, B, 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 B. It's 4 Bs in a row, but essentially it's a safe strategy to get through 8.2 almost every time. So what I do here is I wait, jump, bonk on purpose, go, jump, jump, bop. That's it.
Beautiful. All right, and the next level is going to be 8.3. This is probably one of the hardest stages in the run, mainly just because you have to deal with multiple Hammer Bros blocking your path all in a row.
Yeah, 8.3 is a very scary level, because the Hammer Bros, if you don't know what frame rule you're on, it's very scary.
Yeah, they
but
can be.
I believe I will be able to get through this just fine.
All right, here we go.
I can tell it's the end of the evening. We got people back here doing
Perfect.
the Mario dance every time this theme plays. Get those stretches in.
All right, let's get through the last level of SMB 1.
Thankfully, the Hammer Bros were very nice, so that's great. Sometimes they are not very nice, so it's a good thing that they were not mean to me. So now, in 8.4, I'm going to be showcasing a 2-frame wall jump. That hopefully if I get it right, I'll wall jump off the pipe. So I'm going to purposely walk off this here, repress run in midair, and if I do it just right, got it.
There we go. And then we're doing another
Now,
wrong warp
another
here.
wrong warp here. Played it a little safe, but it's okay. So now there's the water section, and coming up on Bowser, I'm actually going to like not challenge anything. Oh, that's a little bit of a bonk. That's okay. That's okay. We rather take it safe. Yeah, I'll take the bonks as much as I can get them. I wait on the Podobo, and then on Bowser, he's gonna troll me, so perfect. Now we reset to change games. Now we are changing games to Mario the Lost Level. So now we are playing the Famicom Disk System version of Mario 2. So this is going to be a lot more of a challenging run for most. But again, I am going to showcase a lot of safe strategies that help me get through the game without too much trouble. So starting out 1-1 is very... Okay. 1-1, I should clarify, is actually a pretty difficult level. But let's just try that again. Let's try that again.
Yeah, this game is basically just take the first Mario game and then increase the difficulty in every single stage, including the first ones. I feel like the developers of this game just had a super fun time just doing whatever they could.
Yeah, no, this game, they definitely had a lot more freedom to be like, hey, what if instead of doing it like this, we did it like this instead, and kind of experimenting more with like how we could approach level design to improve on the base game.
I like how in this one the clouds are smiling at your suffering.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, yeah.
It's great. So now in this level, I am going to be essentially riding on the top of the wall here, kind of just going along, you know. I don't need to do any of that tricky platforming down below. I'm just going to go up here. It's much easier. And now we're approaching this platform. Oh no! Just kidding. Just kidding. I knew that was going to happen. So now I come up here, and the warp zone is actually over here. And now we're going to go through here, not do any pipe jumps. And now there's going to be invisible coin blocks I have to hit. Oh, hold up. Wait, I got to inch forward a little bit. There you go. Oh, okay. I almost messed that up. That was close. All right, we made it through just safe and sound. Now we're in a 4-1. That was the first instance of warping in this game. I need to mention that for this game, it's different than typical Mario 1. In Mario 1, you typically warp from World 4 to World 8. But in this game, you actually warp from World 4, You have to complete all of World 4, and then you warp in 5-2. It makes things a little different. Oh.
Is it true that this
Okay.
game has warps that will take you back to previous worlds, or was that?
Yeah,
Yes.
there are some
Yes.
that do that.
Yes, there are.
There's a lot of ones in the game that it's like, if you think that you can just go up and skip like one world, it's actually going to take you back further back.
Oh yeah.
It's very unique.
We're not kidding when we say this game is brutal.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad once you understand the level layouts. So that's what I'm going to be showcasing here.
Blindfolded
4-3
run when?
I do wonder if that's been done before. Oh, I missed a jump there. So now I have 1 life, so this is going to be very interesting. So I'm going to make it through here. There's, let me make sure I don't get hit by something here. Running speed to get up there. There we go. That's how I wanted to do it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So now that I have 1 life, things are kind of scary. I'm going to try my best to make it to 4-4 without dying. If I do die, I'm going to have to restart at 4-1, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is.
And an interesting thing about this game is that the firework mechanics actually work a little bit differently. In the original game, to get fireworks, the timer has to end with either a 1, 3, or 6. In this game, the very last digit of the timer actually has to match the last digit of your coin count.
Yeah, coin
and then you
counters-
get fireworks.
Coin counters actually matter in this game compared to Mario 1. It's very unique. So here's 4-4, a very unique and challenging castle level. We have a climb section and a descent section. Okay, let's just go through there safe. Oh, okay, that's fine, that's fine.
Is Bowser going to be friendly?
Wait here.
Oh, he did go forward. Interesting.
There we go. So, yeah, thank you. So now we're going to go through a loading transition, which is unique to most of these Mario NES games. Like one that is straight up pausing the entire game for like 5 seconds. See the black screen? That represents the loads that's taking place. And now, 5-1 transitions. And this is going to seem really silly, but you'll understand why. I'm intentionally dying because I'm refreshing my lives. See? Now I'm in 5-1 with 3 lives again. It's a safe strat because if I game over, it's honestly fine to take it compared to going all the way through and dying and then restarting a ton of levels. Now this level honestly has something I really like to show off. So hopefully I can do it just fine. Nebula, you want to describe what it is?
Yeah, so we're about to...
Ooh. Okay, so I jumped a little early there. It's okay. So you can see how this game is brutal in a lot of ways. So thankfully I restart from the beginning so I can actually do the strat properly. A second try.
So what we're essentially going to do is we're going to take advantage of Mario's new jump height mechanics, where we're going to gain a large amount of upward momentum just from hitting an enemy with a certain direction and a certain amount of speed. And to do that, we just need to hit this Koopa, hit this vine, and then...
Yep. That is indeed the super jump. So all that manipulation I did going full speed, then hitting the vine block, set those Koopas up just right to be able to do a super jump off of that Koopa and bounce way up past that ceiling. So
Are you normally supposed to take that vine and go up and go
there's
over?
invisible coin blocks there
Oh,
normally.
okay.
And here we're going to see another wrong warp, but this one's going to be a little bit different. Instead of gaining X pause, we're actually going to do this with the pipe instead.
Yeah, this is very unique. Check this out. That is known as Devil's Spell. It was a Japanese trick, and honestly, it's very cool looking. Okay, World 8 comes. 8-1, I have to focus. This is a hard level.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the next 4 worlds are going to be
Oh, see what I
Very
mean?
difficult.
I think I might need a game over again because of refresh slides. I do not want to go to A4 with 1 life. That is dangerous.
Probably a good idea.
That is dangerous. So I'm going to refresh my lives once more and try again. Ah, I knew that was going to happen, yeah. You really need to, like, squeeze your way through that Koopa and get through there just fine. It's hard.
Yeah. And 8.1 also has another new mechanic that isn't in the original game. It has wind in it as well, which basically pushes Mario against the right side of the screen, which can make him either run a lot faster if you're going to the right, or just make it harder to run to the left, basically.
There we go. Not an easy level, as you can tell.
The confidence with those jumps is so impressive to me.
So now we have 8-2, and this level normally would just loop over and over, but you actually have to activate a secret vine in order to get to where you need to go.
Yeah, I
So-
found out about this the hard way when I first played.
Okay. My plan was to actually bounce off the Koopa and land on the block to save like a few frame rules, but I missed it, but it's okay. We're still in there. So now 8-3, which is actually exactly a Hammer Bro level, just like Mario 1, except this time I know exactly what they're going to do every single time. So it's much easier to get through it than relying on getting on a good frame roll. You want to explain more about what's about to come up in 8-4?
Yeah, so the level layout in 8.4 is very different than the one in SMB 1. Basically, we're going to be kind of like in 8.4 and SMB 1. We're going to be taking a lot of pipes to just go through different rooms.
Notice how I had to avoid fireworks there.
Yeah.
It's just-
The 8.4 in this game is a little bit different because you technically need to go through 2 Bowsers, although we call the first Bowser, we gave him a nickname. His nickname is Bruce.
I'm going to focus for this level. It's very difficult.
We have our water room here. Fire bar, there we go. Then we have what's called the G room. There we go. Get past some tricky maneuvering here, and then we need to go through this really long hallway.
Just a really long hallway.
Very nice. Get that mushroom for safety, absolutely.
Now, say hi to Bruce, but we're going to do something very interesting. Hi, Bruce. Hi,
go.
Bruce.
Let's go right through the floor, yep.
So I actually clipped through the floor there because you can clip through there with Big Mario. Okay, so now time is, well, not time yet because we still have like another game to go here. So
Hi,
I'm just
Bowser.
gonna take damage and there we go.
There we go.
All right, on to the next game. The next game will be Mario 2, the USA version. So this game is a lot different than Mario 1 and 2J. I'm gonna be using Toad. So a lot of this run is very fluid, I would say. It's very much like a game that you kind of feel like, let's just say the motion, well, not the motion. So basically inputs feel a lot smoother and than Mario 1. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna grab this 1-up. That's gonna help for later. I'm gonna try doing a double jump here. Got it.
There we go.
Now I'm going to do another strategy to clip through the floor and get through an area earlier.
Very nice.
And now we go to Birdo. Birdo runs on a cycle every 4 seconds. Birdo throws an egg. So you basically have to try getting there on a good cycle. So a lot of this run is going to consist of either beating Birdo or getting the orb at the end. Now this level is a very funny glitch. I'm just going to show it off.
we go.
Whee! So essentially in this level, I can manipulate the carpet to essentially just go right to the end, straight from the beginning, just by having a maximum carpet speed. And thankfully, it does get the Birdo cycle immediately, which is nice. So, now 1-3, a very simple level for the most part. You just have to warp. That's the goal of this level in any percent at least. So, we're going to go to over here. An important part of this game is the potions. The potions combined with bases allow you to warp to specific places. In 1-3, you're going to see it here. I grab the potion, go through here, place it down like that, and then go down the base. Now we're in World 4.
And another important aspect about this game, and the reason why we're picking Toad a lot for these stages is that whenever he picks up an item, he gains a speed boost, which allows him to, of course, run through the level a lot faster.
Yeah, Toad is the main character in this game that goes the fastest, mainly because picking up enemies gives him a speed boost. We're going to go through this rocket here. I promise you, we're not going to play exclusively as Toad. There's going to be like 3 levels where we play as another character. I'll let you try guessing who it's going to be.
Blue Toad.
So, do we have time for any announcements?
Yeah, we have a $5 donation from Sega Star that says, "Great job on getting in again. Happy to support you." Put that towards making the Slug Cat a blue. We also have, it's a very popular choice. We also have a $10 donation from Anonymous. No comment, but it's going towards naming the Baldur's Gate character Corn Dog. Yeah, Corn Dog!
Yeah!
All right, so going through 4-2 here, a lot of this is memorization. So I'm going to be doing very precise ducks to get through it just fine. Now we're going to get another potion here. So right here, and then take it to the base at the end. And as we can see, we warp to World 6. From here on out, all levels have to be played. There's no more warps. So be aware of that.
This is definitely the
Okay,
music.
that was a very difficult part of the level, so I had to concentrate there. So now we go down that specific vase, and then dig just straight down. And we grab a key here.
Oh
Okay,
boy,
good.
run away.
That key grab is pretty annoying because you have to maneuver just a little bit in order to grab it. If you try grabbing it just straight up, it's not going to let you grab it. So you have to be careful there. Now Birdo. Just like that.
Super quick fight.
That was a pretty good fight. So now, 6-2 is where we change character. Luigi. So shout out to Luigi, because his jump height really helps for this level. You'll see why.
If I could jump that high by kicking my feet like that, I would never skip leg day ever again.
Yeah.
So, just like that. Now we fight Birdo.
Again.
Again, yes. Ooh, that's not very good. So, I'm trying... Yeah, I figured that would happen. You want that first box to drop on Birdo. I got a little unlucky, and Birdo kind of just avoided it. So, that's not very good. So, what we're gonna... See, that's what I wanted. And that's how you do it normally.
First
See,
try.
Yeah, first try.
Yeah, first try.
I told you that extra life was going to come in handy. So now 6-3 is a very cool level, honestly. There's 2 really unique parts of this. So first off, I'm going to do what's called a potion jump, where I'm going to jump off of the potion itself. Oh, okay. I messed it up. I can just redo it. It's no big deal. You have to respawn it like that, but I can just redo it.
Hey, who's this guy making doors everywhere?
There we go. To clear the wall just like that. And now, the Birdo fight here is the only time I get to do a quick kill, but I have to get it just right, so let me focus on this. Got it.
Oh, nice.
And now the boss fight, as if Birdo wasn't enough. As if Birdo wasn't enough. I gotta wait a little bit. And... there we go.
He's got such a big head.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
tanked it. Yeah, we purposely tanked the hit.
Yeah,
Invincibility frames are crazy.
yeah he's just a little guy.
Yeah, invincibility frames are very good in this game, so I'm very glad I can use them. So now in this level, I'm going to be going across these little birds here.
Across the
But
albatross.
now I go across these pillars like that. And now we're going to do a lot of vertical climbing throughout this level, because it's a very vertical level. Don't mind me, I'm just going to go over the wall.
Those are optional.
Yeah, exactly. Gonna wait for this guy. Go, crouch, get all the way up there. That's why we use Luigi for this level. And just like that, we're to Birdo.
This is definitely the music I hear in my brain at 12:30 on a Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. That is just how I want to do that fight. Okay, the last level of the game. And now, we're going back to Toad.
We start
Because-
with Toad, we finish with Toad.
Yeah, we finished with Toad now. So this level normally is like a maze, and this maze is very long. But us speedrunners, we have our methods to making this level a lot easier. So what we're gonna do here, you saw I took damage, but it's actually okay that I took damage. You'll see why later. So I'm gonna come through here. I'm gonna actually do a chain jump. Oh, okay. Let's go back down. You'll see why. You'll see why. So actually, I'm trying to jump off it like that and ride the ceiling all the way to the end. So this is a very good skip, I would say. It skips a lot of the level. It makes it so much easier. Okay, that was close.
Ooh.
That was a little close, I will say that. Now we have the mask door, but it's actually fake because it leads to the final boss. Got the double hit.
Oh, boy.
Okay, and now let's see what cycle he's on.
Hang on a minute, that's not Bowser. What is this?
Yeah, this. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. I wasn't in the great positioning there, so I'm gonna now play this out as Big Toad because I don't want to get hit now. I'm gonna play this a lot safer now. So basically, now that I'm off cycle, I kind of just have to like see where the veggies are and just throw at them. It takes 6 hits. It takes 6 hits total, and once the 6th hit is done, he'll be flashing, and that is a sign that we beat him. That's okay.
It's
That's
fine.
okay. The hitbox is better. Okay. One last hit. I am not going to challenge that.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, okay. That was a little
That's
too low there. Okay, I'm not challenging that.
Got it.
That's it. That's it. All right. Time is coming up when I enter the door. Time.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and
You want to do
SMB3.
SMB3 all in one. Honestly, I'm down for it. So, now, the bonus incentive has been met. So you know what that means. We are doing SMB3 Wrong Warp. This is going to be a really cool category. So basically, with 7-1, I cannot mess up at all. So just a preliminary, if I accidentally make a single mistake, I have to save state back to 7-1 and redo it because there's no mistakes allowed. With that said, let's go.
Just don't make mistakes. It's that easy.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
The route for this game, at least for any percent, involves going through World 1 and getting both warp whistles to get to where we need to go. Oh, okay. That was close. I almost died there. I gotta play this safe. I normally don't go this way, but it's okay. There we go. All good, all good. So I normally want to go up top and then like do a full jump off, but it's okay. We still made it through. Now in this level, it's just about getting P-speed and getting to the end of the level.
Do you have a personal favorite
got
out
it.
of these 4 games? Like, which one speaks to you the most?
Okay, so now I get to the end of 1-2. You see how I utilize P-speed a lot in this run because SMB3 is very much speed-based. So now we're going to go to 1-3 and we're going to grab the first warp whistle.
And I was going to say, to answer your question earlier, at least for my answer, I personally like SMB1 the most. It's the game I'm most familiar with, and I guess also it's so what I've practiced the most, so it's the one I'm the best at.
Yeah, if I had to choose one of my favorite games out of these 4, I mean, I used to say Mario 1 every day, but honestly, I've been liking 2 lately. So that is the first warp whistle. We're going to go to 1-4 and grab the second warp whistle.
First thing we're gonna do though is that we're gonna go ahead and grab the I believe it's
The
the
Tanuki
Tanuki leaf up in the castle level right here.
Oh, I missed the P-speed, but that's okay. I'm just going to get P-speed the normal way, I guess.
There you
And
go.
I'm going to fly all the way to the top, and then go through the door on the ceiling, and we're going to get the second warp whistle. Now, we're going to warp to World 2, and then warp again to World 7. That is how we get to 7-1 as fast as possible. But now, it's time to focus, because there's a lot of things I have to do that go right in this level in order to get the wrong warp. So, I'm excited, so let's make sure this goes just as planned.
Yeah, and I want to assure everyone, it's gonna look like that we've completely broken the game and we've ruined everything. That's supposed to happen. So
Yeah.
let him cook.
So, basically, all of this is setup. All of this that I do is intentional setup. So first thing I do, I hit that shell, kill these 3 piranha plants. Then I come up here. Oh, let me make sure I don't get hit. That's kind of important.
Yeah.
There we go. Grab that shell, bring it up. Kill it there. Then kill this guy there. And now we wait for this guy to rise upward, so it guarantees that I'm on a good subpixel. So I go over here, and now this is the hard part, getting this pixel. I got it first try.
Wow.
That's really good. Now I damage boost, and just wait for the shell a little bit. And hopefully, with everything gone, hopefully pretty well, when I do this last step,
All right.
like that,
Are you guys ready for magic?
yeah. Are you ready for magic?
First try pipe clip too.
Yeah, that was first try. The shell hit and the pipe clip first
Yeah,
try.
this is really good.
That's really good, yeah. Okay, time is going to stop the moment Mario appears. Well, we hope he appears, but I'm pretty sure I got it. So, one little neat thing here. I'm going to be hitting an invisible note block that essentially warps me to the credits if I executed everything right. Wait. Time! Very happy that works. Wow, okay.
Like I
So-
said, no mistakes.
Yeah, no mistakes at
No
all.
mistakes.
That was a really good Mario 3. But honestly, despite a rough Mario 2 Lost Levels, I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, that was really, really clean. A super clean ending.
Yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better ending myself. That was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Any shout-outs you want to give?
Oh, absolutely. First, I'm going to shout out Nebula here for being here to commentate with me. Absolutely thankful for this. And absolutely just shout out Fastest First Team for everything they do. I also want to shout out the Super Mario Bros. Speedrunning community. They are an amazing group of people, and my life has honestly been significantly better because I've joined such a wonderful community. It's amazing to be there all the time.
Yeah, they're really wonderful. They're probably I've joined a couple speedrunning communities, but this SME1 community especially, because they're the ones I've spent the most time with. they're by far the ones that make me feel the most welcome, I'd say.
Yeah.
It just feels like home to me.
Yeah, it definitely feels like home to me too. I've been in that community for like almost 5-6 years at this point, and it's home. It's home.
Yeah.
So with that, thank you, everyone. See you later.
Thank you so much, y'all.